What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. Now, in this video, we're going to be going over issue number 13 of Phoenix, and I gotta say, right off rip, my predictions, they were wrong. But they were wrong in the best of ways, because what happens at the end of this comic, I truly was not expecting, but holy hell am I here for it. And this comic pretty much picks up exactly where we had left off on the last issue. Cable comes in, guns a-blazing. And of course, Jean, she's deflecting everything, wondering why Nathan won't just talk to her. But he's telling her, just read my mind. Though she knows that he's powerful enough to set up any kind of temporary mental traps. Jean really wants Cable just to explain why you're here, why you're shooting. Maybe I can help you. This is when Cable lets her know that I'm here for the imposter that is claiming to be Sarah Gray. And when Sarah Gray's guard tries coming in and taking down Cable, we quickly see that his powers, they don't work. So when Cable goes in to lay one across his face, Jean Grey stops the both of them. And she tells Cable, you know you can't beat me. You know you're not gonna get to my sister at this point, so explain yourself. This is where Cable goes on to explain that this is not her sister. This is an echo that Jean Grey created. She's as real as a memory, but she's not the real thing. Not in the way that Jean and Cable are real. And Cable's trying to let her know, like, you're letting your emotions cloud your ability to see what is real, to see what is really happening here. Having Belle initiate the dampeners and they begin their time slide, Cable knows that she's not going to truly listen to him until she has experienced the truth for herself. And so Cable grabs Jean, and they time slide out of here. They time slide to the future. Cable tries to let her know that, well, the future is possibility. This is the only possibility if you continue to deny the truth about Sarah Gray. Because Sarah's not lying to you. She's just not real. There was a psychic blast that got sent throughout the universe, one that was so powerful, Cable felt it in the future. It was like the entire timeline had shuddered. And Jean knows what this is about. Back in Phoenix issue number 10, the Dark Gods were trying to spread. They were using the nexus of all realities. They were trying to plunge this universe and the next into the Shadow Realm. But if we connect all the dots, this all goes back to the Phoenix. While we see Cable and Jean battling whatever undead exist in this future timeline, that's when the Phoenix comes out. This is where Jean finally figures out that she created Sarah. When she sent out the wave, when she connected herself to the universe, putting a piece of herself in the stars. Sarah Gray, she's the personification of that energy, the link that she established. But now that link is killing the universe. And of course, Cable recommends the best course of action is to extinguish her, to erase her from existence so the universe doesn't fall apart. Jean Grey, obviously insulted by this, she slaps Cable. The way that Jean's seeing it, that her energy may have brought her into existence, but she does exist nonetheless. And so in her mind, that makes her a real person. And Cable's not saying that she isn't real, just not real in the same way that you and I are real. And that her existence, it is endangering all of existence itself. Cable really just wanted her to be able to focus on her senses, to take a moment and think. You must have felt that something was wrong, that something was off. This is when she thinks about the white-hot room. It's connected to the very spine of the entire universe, and the white-hot room was falling apart around her. She ignored it. She ignored the signs, ignored that Sarah never asked about her kids, never asked about Paul or her husband or anything. She ignored all the inaccuracies in her story. But Jean also knows that she can't act this way. She is supposed to be the Phoenix. Letting emotion so much cloud her judgment that it puts the entire universe in jeopardy is the very thing that she is terrified of having this power for. But now understanding the situation, understanding what was happening around her, she plans to rectify her mistakes. This is what picks us up with Sarah. Now, for all intents and purposes, Sarah's a real person. She believes she's alive. Any memories that she has, Jean more or less created those memories. Jean literally recreated her sister with mutant powers. Gave her a mutant power that would allow other mutants to more or less activate their X gene. She truly is an anomaly in the universe. But they were able to track the Phoenix. They tracked her down, but they found that they were in a different time. When they did the time slide, they didn't understand Sarah and her group. They didn't understand what Cable was doing, that he was going to the future. And so they've come to the right place, but they're at the wrong time. This is when everything around them begins to change. This is when they begin to hear the voice. It tells them that Jean Grey is in the future. A future where all the universe is in ruin. That, of course, is all because of Sarah Grey, the one between reality and imagination. Someone so unique just created in this universe. It has grabbed the attention of the inbetweener. It tells Sarah Grey it is time that the two of them have a conversation. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. This is something I truly did not see coming. I did not expect the inbetweener to be showing up in this story. Like I had said in previous issues, I really thought that this was going to be intertwined with the Phalanx. Obviously, I was horribly wrong. It's actually much bigger, because what we're learning is that Jean Grey, she recreated her sister. She brought her back into existence. She gave her mutant abilities. And finally understanding this, we see that Cable in the future, bringing her to the future, showing her, like, if your sister continues to exist, this is what the world will happen. This is what will happen to the world. This is the inevitable outcome. Now we have to wonder what was happening to the White Hot Room. Why was it crumbling? Why was it falling apart? And if it falls apart, what's this mean for the Phoenix? What does this mean for the Krakoa that exists there in the White Hot Room? And if all of this wasn't enough, the inbetweener shows up, poking his nose around and trying to figure out what Sarah Grey is and how he can benefit from this situation. With his arrival, we have to ask, does he have something to do with the White Hot Room? Is he trying to manipulate this in some way? Or is the creation of Sarah Grey intriguing to him enough to where he presents himself in his whole form just to have a conversation with the Phoenix's creation? Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you want to get caught up on everything that is going on with this series, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It's going to get you completely caught up on everything that has been going on with the Phoenix. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.